Are you a parent looking to move to suburban Philadelphia? Well, I have good news and bad news. The good news is that we have some of the best schools in the country. Yes, we have school pride, baby. The bad news is Pennsylvania has 500 school districts, so choosing a school district can be overwhelming. Moreover, many of our towns feed to multiple school districts, which makes online searching difficult at best. It can be a daunting task to figure out which district will best suit your family's needs, so I'm going to help you dig into it today. You might assume that the highest home prices or the highest taxes equate to the best schools, but that is not universally the case. Some of our high-ranking schools are located in townships with comparatively lower prices and taxes. Conversely, we have some townships with higher taxes where there are lower-ranking schools. So just don't use taxes or home prices as your only measure. When you set out to do your research, you're going to come across many websites devoted to school district rankings. There is niche.com, schooldigger.com, greatschools.org, the Wall Street Journal, Forbes, USA Today, Philadelphia Magazine, the list goes on. Oh, and the federal government has its own database of blue ribbon schools. Personally, my two favorites are School Digger and niche.com, just if you're looking for some sites where you could get started. These sites are chock full of data as well as reviews from consumers, so check those out. And no, this video is not sponsored. So you will find varying degrees of agreement between these sites as far as how our schools rank. That said, the mainline school districts that I'm talking about today all consistently rank highly on all of these sites. However, the most important thing for you to understand is that in our area, finding a house in your preferred district is complicated. Why? Most of our towns cross school district boundaries. So you may fall in love with a house in Bryn Mawr and perhaps you assume it's in Lower Merion School District, only to discover that it is in fact in the Haverford School District or the Radnor District. That's because Bryn Mawr feeds to 3 different school districts. The price of housing and the taxes can vary significantly from one district to the next. Here's an example. Here are 3 different houses in Bryn Mawr in roughly the same size and condition, but each one is in a different township. And you can see the difference in taxes and pricing between them. Unfortunately, real estate websites don't always make it easy to search by school district. They sometimes don't include specific school information, or if they do, it's not always correct. And I get it. It's certainly fine to start your search there, but eventually you're gonna want to consult with a local realtor, so that you don't waste your time looking at homes that are not in your preferred district. Now, the mainline communities are the suburbs closest to Philadelphia, and while these towns are serviced by no fewer than 7 districts, the majority of them are covered by just 4 districts, and those are the ones I will discuss today. So here they are in no particular order. The first is Tredyffrin Easttown School District. This district is comprised of 2 townships, Tredyffrin and Easttown, hence the clever name, but we refer to it as TE for short. It consists of Devon, Paoli, Berwyn, Malvern, Chesterbrook, and a little corner of Valley Forge. This district serves over 7,000 students. They have 5 elementary schools, 2 middle schools, and 1 high school, Conestoga High School. TE consistently ranks in the top 10 on all of the school ranking websites, and several of their schools have been issued Blue Ribbon Awards by the federal government as well. This year, 2022, School Digger ranks at number 1 in the state. And niche.com ranks at number 2 in the state and number 27 in the country. Nice. 4 of the 5 elementary schools rank in the top 25 in the state. Both of the middle schools rank in the top 10, and the high school ranks at number 2. So it is hard to go wrong in this school district. 97% of students continue on to post-secondary education, and the student-teacher ratio is 17 to 1. Now, Of the 4 districts we're discussing today, that's the highest student-teacher ratio. Thus far, the district has always managed to support the expanding population, and they just completed a $40 million expansion of Conestoga High School. But they are getting to the point where they're going to have to create more space for the ever-growing popularity of their lower schools as well. The next one is Haverford Township School District. This district includes Ardmore, Havertown, Haverford, Bryn Mawr, Drexel Hill, and a little sliver of Wynwood. This district serves 6,600 students in 5 elementary schools, 1 middle school, and 1 high school, Haverford High School. Not to be confused with the Haverford School, which is a local private school. Niche.com ranks Haverford Township School District number 19 in the greater Philadelphia area, and USA Today ranks it number 23 in the state. Now, I often hear locals kind of looking down on this school district because it hasn't recently ranked in the top 10, but we are spoiled. We have an embarrassment of riches when it comes to schools. And with the other schools consistently ranking in the top 10 and Haverford only ranking at number 23, some could be tempted to overlook this district, but you got to keep in mind that that ranking is out of 500 school districts. And this district can offer some more affordable housing options while still having top-ranked schools. So I'm just saying, don't sleep on this one. Don't be quick to discard it. The Haverford Township School District's stated mission, quote, to create a caring and supportive community of lifelong learners, end quote. 94% go to post-secondary school, and the student-teacher ratio is 15-1. The third district is Radnor Township School District. This one includes portions of Wayne, Newtown Square, Bryn Mawr, and Villanova. It is the smallest of the districts we're talking about today, serving 3,600 students in 3 elementary schools, 1 middle school, and 1 high school, Radnor High School. The district also consistently ranks in the top 10 in the state on any of the school ranking websites. In 2022, Niche.com ranked this district number 1 in the state and number 14 in the country. So, wow. Here again, it's hard to go wrong with any of the Radnor Township schools. Plans are underway for a new elementary school, but it'll be several years in the making. The stated mission of the Radnor Township School District is, quote, to inspire in all students the love of learning and creating, and to empower them to discover and pursue their individual passions with knowledge, confidence, and caring to shape the future, end quote. 95% of graduates go on to post-secondary education, and the student-teacher ratio is 13-1. Do you notice that the student-teacher ratio is getting better as we go? Why do you see the next one? So before we talk about the next one, please take a second and hit that subscribe button. I'd be so appreciative, and I thank you for watching. All right, so last but not least is Lower Merion Township School District. Lower Merion is the largest of the districts that we're talking about today, serves 8,700 students in both Lower Merion Township and the borough of Narberth. It includes portions of Ardmore, Ballackinwood, Bryn Mawr, Haverford, Gladwin, Marion Station, Narberth, Wynwood, and Villanova. The township has 6 elementary schools, 3 middle schools, one of which is brand spanking new, just opened in fall of 2022, and 2 high schools. The district also consistently ranks in the top 10 in the state on any of the school ranking websites. Niche.com this year ranked it as number 4 in the state and number 42 in the country. School Digger ranks the elementary and middle schools in the top 30 in the state. And Lower Merion is the only mainline area district with 2 high schools. We have Lower Merion High and Harriton High. Lower Merion High has the distinction of a slightly higher ranking on the websites, and I do mean slightly. They're basically neck and neck. Harriton is unique in that it offers an international baccalaureate degree, fewer students, and a slightly lower student-teacher ratio, which is saying something, as you'll see in a minute. Harriton has also placed among the top 10 at the National Science Olympiad for 21 consecutive years. They've won 3 national championships and 16 consecutive state championships. Attendance at either of these high schools depends, of course, on where you live, except for a small area where you actually get to choose which one your children go to. And actually, anyone can attend Harriton. You just might not be able to rely on bus service to get there, again, depending on where you live. If you've got questions about that, reach out to me. I'll be happy to help you sort it out. The district's mission statement is, quote, "Committed to excellence and continuous improvements, the Lower Merion School District strives to ensure that all students achieve their highest level of critical thinking and creativity, that they value themselves and the diversity of others, and that they are knowledgeable, contributing citizens capable of excellence in a rapidly changing world," end quote. Lower Merion School District is one of only 2 districts in Pennsylvania to earn Moody's highest AAA bond rating. The other one is Westchester, and this is a reflection of outstanding fiscal strength and stewardship. 94% of graduates here go on to post-secondary education, and the student-teacher ratio is, are you ready? Drum roll, please. 11-1. That's the lowest of all of these, despite the district's comparatively large size, and it probably explains, at least in part, its continued popularity and success. These 4 mainline districts have had a monopoly on the top spots in southeastern Pennsylvania for years and years. But there are also some neighboring districts that also have ranked and continue to rank highly, namely the Wallingford-Swarthmore District, Unionville-Chadds Ford District, Great Valley District, the Downingtown School District, and Upper Dublin School District. These are all a little further away from Philadelphia, but certainly worth looking into if you are moving to our area. Suburban Philadelphia also has a wealth of great private schools, but that's a topic for another video. Now, you heard me mention that the main line is serviced by 7 different school districts, and I've only touched on 4 of them so far. If you'd like to hear about the other 3, drop a comment below and please let me know. If you enjoyed this content, please continue watching. I recommend this video next. Thanks for tuning in.